What's up, guys? This is Tristan here, and I'm making a video just to talk about the huge hype that we're all seeing all over the internet right now, this recent Amanda Todd phenomenon, where basically another teenage girl's slutty, histrionic behavior has led to every oversensitive prat on the internet ranting and raving about how horrible bullying is, while they hypocritically attack anyone who questions the current wave of grief-leeching behavior. It's like every few months or so, there is a new sad story out there to tug at your heartstrings and get every sensitive douchebag up in arms and talking about some sad story and talking about how inspirational and sad it is. But personally, I find nothing inspirational about a sad story unless the main character, overcomes the sadness and accomplishes something, like actually does something. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, we live in a world where just recently, not really recently, but soon after I post this, a man is going to try and dive out of the stratosphere and land on the earth with a parachute. Like, every day there's men and women everywhere who are just doing amazing things with their lives and working hard to accomplish amazing things, but now instead we'd rather pay attention to victims and sad stuff and, let ourselves get completely manipulated by marketing companies, attention whores, and just absolute freaks like that guy who made the Coney video. And to me, there's nothing inspirational about that. To me, pushing the boundaries of what a human can do and accomplishing or proving something is inspirational. If you find sad and depressing stuff inspirational, then I'd go as far as to say there's something wrong with you. I think there's something wrong with society when we have, a Dahlia Rose who has 5 million fans just for having progeria, where Jeb Corliss, one of my heroes, only has about 70,000 fans, and this guy wears a wingsuit and flies off cliffs, and he's had setbacks of his own. He's been hospitalized, broken pretty much every bone in his body, and every time he just comes back stronger and decides, I'm gonna fly again because that's what I love doing. Now, the whole point of this Amanda Todd thing is that she's managed to harness the sympathy of all worldwide internet users by making a sad flashcard video on YouTube complaining about how she was bullied. Now, like any attention-seeking young girl, she does a brilliant job of playing the victim and tugging at our heartstrings while providing a one-sided story to grab our hearts with. She complains about how she was pretty much tricked into showing her boobs to someone on the internet and was plagued with bullying for years. Now, the photos of her boobs are everywhere on the internet, and I've seen multiple censored versions, and it's not just once, it was multiple times, and she looks really fucking proud every time she's showing her boobs to people, and she's even got like friends in the room in some of them, and she's just having a great time with her shirt up. And it wasn't just on Skype or something, it was not just one person she was, tricked into showing it to. The screenshots are on Blog TV. She's on a live streaming website where potentially thousands of people could be watching, and she does this, and then she's pretty much running an illegal child porn service through a webcam show just to satisfy her own desire for attention. And then there was some other thing about her getting beaten up by bullies, and then she of course, instead of evaluating her own behavior and thinking, hey, why does everyone hate me, she goes and starts drinking bleach and publicizing her own suicide attempts, and then talking about them on YouTube because, maybe if you get enough attention, ladies, all your life problems will just disappear. Now, I don't know how many of you went to school that are all involved in this Amanda Todd thing, but I'm sure we can all remember the one girl that every year level had at school. We all knew that one girl who just loved her underage sex, loved demeaning herself, but more than anything loved playing the victim card every time anyone tried to judge them for it. We all know those kind of girls, and I don't know how people didn't manage to just look at Amanda and see this story and think, hey, maybe she's one of them, because to me, she looks like one of them. It's horrible that she was driven to suicide, and it's a really sad story and everything, but Jesus, can you not recognize that this is not what you really seem to think it is? For example, when she complained about how the bullies beat her up, she wasn't actually beaten up at all because of bullying. What happened was she had sex with a girl who she knew's boyfriend, and then the girl hit her for it, which to me, you know, for a high school happening, that's not really too out of line or too crazy. That seems pretty normal to me. And get over it. You end up, you know, getting in the sack with someone else's, you know, person, and then you get hit for it. You don't go drinking bleach afterwards. You think, hey, maybe I shouldn't, you know, have sex with other people's partners. Maybe that's where the issue came. But what really makes me angry is that they're calling this a case of bullying. Like, this is bullying. Like, this is not a case of bullying. This is a case of someone who has unusual and unlikable behavior patterns that's gone and ruined themselves because they've fallen victim to the mentality of being a victim, the whole victim mentality, instead of just making some positive changes or just thinking about their own behavior. This is a case of someone who didn't have their life on the right track. They had no coping mechanisms, no real resilience, and they seem to be more preoccupied with getting sympathy and sexual attention from people on the internet. That seemed more important to her than fixing her own life and her own issues. And if you get judged for your own stupid behavior, that's not bullying. That's just people telling you how it is, and that's people telling you the truth. And even if they say it in a harsh way, maybe if you just listen to them, instead of crying and going, anyone who judges me is an evil bully, you guys are all assholes, you're all just insecure, I'm beautiful in my own way, stop bullying me. Maybe you could learn something from that. I mean, in school, I was an extremely outspoken kid, and if I didn't like something about you, I'd tell you. And then I would get labeled as a bully for that, and people think that's bullying nowadays. Every time you say anything to someone that they don't like hearing, they're going to try and call you judgmental or a bully. You can't judge me. Everyone judges each other. It's normal. I got put on a damn contract for bullying teachers, pretty much just because I would tell teachers if they sucked at what they did. And I mean, if you're at the point where you're a teacher and you can't handle crap from teenage kids, then maybe you need to reevaluate your career choices and your skill set. Hey, that's just my point of view. Understand, you're a bitch. But yeah, bullying is a real thing, and there is cases of people who have, you know, been picked on for the wrong reasons and have been relentlessly picked on. But the thing is, most cases aren't like that. Those are the cases that need the real attention, not ones like this. And instead of complaining about what's going on right now, how about you go out there and, you know, instead of posting rest in peace Amanda Todd all over your Facebook, how about you go to school the next day and you find a sad kid, you find someone who's sitting on their own, someone who's having an issue, and you have a word with them and maybe just let them hang out with you. Maybe that's going to prevent more suicide than talking about Amanda Todd is. Like, or maybe you could give them some harsh love. That could help. That could help. Maybe they need to be told that what they're doing is wrong. Basically, what I'm trying to say is to stop it with the uninformed grief-leeching over every sad story that comes out on the internet. And if you think that bullying doesn't happen for a reason, I challenge you to wear a Justin Bieber t-shirt to work or school and wet your pants 3 times that day, and then see, you know, if people make fun of you or not. It's not their fault for making fun of you or laughing at you if you're an idiot. It's your fault for not looking after yourself. You gotta know how to present yourself. It's basic social skills. And to all the young men out there who are in positions like I was when I was younger, I used to get pushed around and stuff because I was really, really overgrown, tall and skinny. Don't be afraid to punch someone. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. You can't run away. You're an animal. You're a human being. I don't care what a teacher says. Don't be a pussy. People will smell the fear in you, and it's only human nature for them to try and exploit that. There's some people who are sick out there, and, you know, if they're picking on you and, you know, even if they go out of their way to beat you up afterwards, maybe throwing a punch at their nose and, you know, giving them a blood nose and something to think about is going to stop them from ever doing it again. Evaluate the situation, you know, properly before you go throwing punches, but, you know, stand up for yourself. Don't be a pussy, or you'll be treated like one. So yeah, there's about nearly 10 minutes of my personal thoughts. If you've sat through this, thank you for watching. Feel free to dislike the video, leave an angry comment, let me know about my teeth, my hair, you know, everything about me. Go ahead and do that, and then go fuck yourself. So have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.